I know there's no sound. There wasn't supposed to be sound. You want to try it again? We can do it again. All right, we'll do it again. There's stuff to talk about. There's lots. I don't know what it is. There was some stuff to talk about, some stuff not talk about. But one thing was, I got angry today and I drove across town. I got less angry the further I drove. I guess that's a good thing. It's good that I didn't get more angry, but we've been talking about this studio, this shed for so long, and we've been discussing it, and there's been some stuff up on the subscriber sites on Patreon and whatnot. You guys have talked about that, the stupid changes. First we had a small studio, and then they messed it up. We drove down there and stood there like, do you guys need anything? No, we got you. Then 3 or 4 weeks later, like, well, you forgot this and forgot this. I'm like, dude, I drove down here to make sure everything was okay. You said nothing was wrong. So it went from, then it was going to be 2 small studios put together because of zoning, and that didn't work out. So I went down there today, and I was kind of going to pull the plug and go to someone else. But we've been so happy. It's just a tough shed. It's not a real studio. It's tough shed. And we've been so happy with the one that we've had for storage, and I know it's not really a barn. We call it a barn, but, we're in California. So what we're calling a barn, it wouldn't even hold your gardening tools in most places of the country. And so I drove down there, and I wanted to hash this out with the guy. I want to say, okay, where are we at with this? Because the joy from this project is gone. Are we just quitting? Are we starting over? And I drove over. I had some errands I had to run today, and I drove over there. And I don't know. It worked out and it didn't work out. I took video, believe it or not. The guy was like, the head guy was like, okay, I really can't be on camera. And I said, well, is this because I wanted to bring something back for you guys. I wanted to bring some video proof that I was there. And he's like, well, it's not because of, I can be on as Tough Shed. I can be the guy. We can talk about that. But I have things that I'm trying to avoid people finding me. I was like, what? I said, so you're like in the witness protection program? He says, well, if you could just use my voice and not my face, that'd be great. I don't mind talking to you. It's like, all right. He's a fan of the program, by the way. Yeah, he's a fan of the program. So I did record it. I did edit some stuff. I cut out some stuff to make it simple and concise. The worst thing you guys want is more of me in here. So here's me presenting a video of me talking about me. Go. And the viewership drops and drops and drops. So I did get that. I did get some more answers. We've been battening down the hatches on a lot of stuff that we've been juggling for a long time. We finally got the Buford Fair money thing down. The kid did over $13,000. He's the top guy forever. No one's ever going to beat that. I'm hoping to see his name on a plaque. So we got the Buford thing. We can't do the dining room table till the shed and the studio get here. The shed and the studio was on my mind today. We're trying to get all these loose ends tied up. It's a pain. Plus, I had an air conditioning guy who was doing roof air conditioning on one of my buildings downtown quit today. He quit. The air conditioning guy who I was paying to fix the heater, he goes, your system's too old. And it was a Hispanic guy and his young son. And the Hispanic guy's the more knowledgeable. The son's good, but the older guy's the one. And he's screaming in Mexican, and nobody understands what he's saying. And the kid is gently trying to translate. He's trying to say, my dad says that your air conditioning's too old, and they can't find the parts, and he doesn't want you to call him anymore for this unit. I don't know any Spanish, but I know the dude was cussing. I don't know if he's cussing directly at me, but he was cussing at the unit or something. It is old. It's very old. It's patched together. It's been hobbled, but the guy quit. He just threw his shit down like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. He was so mad. It almost sounded like he was quitting doing heating and air conditioning. He was like going to trade fields. He was going to become a gardener or something. He was done. I gotta say, that's a first for me. I've never made anybody quit their profession. Oh, I don't know if he quit his profession. He definitely was polite, but the kid says, oh, maybe if you have another problem, don't call my dad. Okay. We weren't, he just was frustrated about it. So whatever, man. I don't know. I liked the guys a ton. They were good guys. They did a good job, but I think he was just frustrated. Climbing back up on that roof was just knocking his dick in the dirt one too many times. All right. So there's a ton of stuff, but we got to start with the drink. Don't leave me hanging. We are the bottom of the glass nation. The truth is at the bottom of the glass. And the more I drink, the more truth you guys get. Follow me. Thank you very much. All right, where am I? Well, let's go between the sheets. No, not between the sheets. There was some cool names in here. There was a name that I hadn't seen in a long time. There, Michael Chaney's back. Nail Lover's in here. Sweets. Now I thought, it was Low Torque talking at Sweets. All right, that's why her name was in white. Sweets is in there. Top Notch Rule. King Wise and Oak. Pixie Puddles. I like that name. Pixie Puddles. That almost sounds cute until it sounds like you stepped on a pixie and squashed it and made a... That doesn't sound good now that I think about it. I shouldn't think too deeply. These names you guys put in here. Here, look at that. David Rodriguez. Why can't... That's a simple name. Says, well, good evening, General. Well, good evening, David Rodriguez. See how easy that is? There's nothing. There's no Top Notch Rule. There's no Pixie Puddles. Chush. Chush came up with the name Chush. It reminds me of Pauly Shore. What was the movie? Encino Man or the one where he's on the farm. Remember that? Wasn't he? Pauly Shore did that in the 90s. Chush. I think that was it. Tell me if I'm wrong. All right. David Helton's in here. Carl Girard. Shush and loud. You had to change that to shush and loud. There he is. You can disguise it, man, but your Australian accent comes through even when you're typing. It's so... You wrote evening, everyone, but in my head I heard, evening, everyone. That's what I heard. Yeah, you might as well have your dog speaking for you because it's that confusing, my fine feathered friend. All right, so let me jump back in here between the sheets. Let me get going. And for those of you who don't know, we have a separate monitor over here where Google Docs or Google Sheets. Gen X Mom's in the other room. She's copying and pasting the stuff that is interesting. So if you're waiting for something after you've said it, give it a minute. I'll try to get to it. But if you said something stupid and boring, you're going to be waiting a very long time because she did not copy and paste your thing for me to read. All right, moving right along. M. Martin, fan for life, celebrating the double nickel today. Got everything a guy could want. Hugs from the kids and woke up with coffee from a 5-year-old angel. That's, man, when your kids bring you coffee, if they do it right. The worst one is when they bring you coffee and you have to pretend you like it. It's not even close to what you want. And they got these big saucer eyes and you have to look down at your kids and go, thank you. This is the best ever. Well, if you're the mom, if you're the dad, you hand it back and go, this is shit, make something better. By the way, 2 scoops of sugar in there. Whoa, sweets. I fall more in love with you each time that we talk. $69.99. I'm just going to say 70 because if I'm looking at your name, looking at your picture, which you are flipping me off for some reason, I don't know what I did, and when I say 60, it has a sexual overtone. You can't do that. I'm a crusty old guy. You know what I'm thinking. Gen X Mom, $69.99. You rock for your new table. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone on the new table stuff. All right? I know you guys are fans of Gen X Mom. She's okay. All right? She's got enough money for her table. What has she got enough money to get it now? She doesn't need a super nice table. No. I mean, look who's going to be sitting at that table. It could be a card table. It could be a plastic fold-up table from Costco. Yeah. It does not need to be anything super fine. And to all of you who were on the World Show the other day, and we were arguing, we'll talk about it again, about a bunny hutch. Okay, there is such thing as a bunny hutch. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought Gen X Mom made that term up. We'll get back to that. Oh, Martin fan for life. I love that too. That's a great way to wake up. Mike and Jessica, new member, excuse me, waving the flag was offensive. It wasn't wavy enough. Well, it's a heavy flag with a lot of responsibility, so, he couldn't get it blown like that. That sweets thing, is my face pink? Because my whole screen is still pink. It hasn't moved from my screen yet over here. Victor says hello from Canada. Victor, we got a bunch of fine friends up there north of the border. Jason Fisher, I'm a millennial, but I identify as an Xer. Jason, if you think Gen X, you feel Gen X, you live like Gen X, you know what? Gather up all your gear, walk across the line, and stand over here with us, I promise you, we welcome you. The more of us there are, the better. Better for the world. What's this one? Loud one, turn my whole screen yellow on here, just in case you thought you got rid of me, General. I'm still here, just not in Discord. I know. Loud one is one of the people that's left Discord because of the changes. I don't like some of the changes on Discord, but they're working them out. I can see why they made these changes. For those of you who are in Discord, for those of you who are wondering, there are changes in Discord. I know why they were doing them. It was to streamline it and make things simpler, although it does take a couple of steps to get there, and that can confuse old people. Old people don't like change, so a lot of people are saying, hey, we're old, don't fuck with our shit. You're lucky we're there at all. We're working it out. So they're going to, as with any new thing you do, there's going to be tweaks and changes, and after 3 or 4 weeks, if it flushes out and it's working good, then they leave it. If it's not, they change it back. That's what trying new stuff is all about. You try something down a direction and you go as hard as you can, and you try to make it work. If you put forth the effort and it doesn't, at least you know you tried. That's what they're doing with Discord. There's no right or wrong to it. The old way wasn't right and the new way's not wrong. You just got to just flow with it. So if you're really dedicated to Gen X Talks, give it a shot. If you want to check out. Come back in a few weeks. Let's see if it's changed any. Let's see if there's some other tweaks that have gone in there. We don't know where it's going to be. Like I said, I'm not overly happy with it right now, and I've talked to the kid about it. So we'll see. We'll see where it's going to be. Angelica Fry. Wait a minute. Loud one just said he thought I got rid of. Did you think we made all those changes to get rid of you permanently? You thought that, yeah, we're going to, okay, well, you didn't leave? Well, now we're going to have to change this program. And Loud one will just keep changing shit till you're gone, buddy, until you can't stand it anymore. I'm going to keep making changes until you're history, pal, until you just can't take it. Oh, God, he's got to be the only Australian with a sense of humor. He really does. Angelica says, welcome, she's an extra. Angelica, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining up, being an extra. By the end of this program, you will realize you want your money back, and you can't have it back. Yeah, we tricked you, and you're in. Now, you don't have to be around next month, but for right now, we tricked you. I'm going to mess that up. Shantae Warley, Gen X Dad, you are the best. Thank you very much. Well, I'm the best at only one thing. Small talk live streaming, which is what this is. No big agenda, no big things out there. We're just going to skip down the road and see where we end up. Stickmaster9, hello, kind sir. I'm a body shop mechanic here in Vegas. Next time you're here, I'd love to buy you a beer. Where were you on January 13th, man? We were just there at the Red Rock. There was a bunch of us that spent like 4 days there, my man. Stickmaster9, what the hell? You could have come by, you could have allowed me the privilege of taking a picture with you, and I could have turned around and said, look, I have a fan in Vegas. Oh, that would have worked out, but it's all right. We'll catch you next time. Brian Hansen, member for 1 month, bottom of the Glass Nation. Love what you say. Keep speaking the truth. Thank you very much, Brian. We will do our best until they shut us down. Daffy Duck, only morons follow these national days. Wow, Daffy Duck, only because I just labeled it as backwards day. And here's what I do. This is what's funny about Daffy Duck. And who are you the fuck to call anybody a moron? You chose the name Daffy Duck to be your name online. Really? Okay, we'll set that aside, you orange beak, crazy flat-footed fuck. Those things, I try to come up with a clever picture right before we go on, and if I'm running late and I can't think of one, I can always go to the National Day. There's always a way to make fun of National Something Day, because there's like 7 or 8 choices usually, and today I was scrolling through them with only 5 minutes to go. Yeah, the clock was running out. I did have the 2-minute warning, but I was out of timeouts, and you know what the pressure is when you got to go 95 yards. I don't need to tell you. Anyway, so I picked that one. I thought, yeah, I can make fun of that, and I wrote a little thing on it. And about that's why Gen Z kids all fucked up, is because it's backwards day, so he's doing everything backwards. You see, a clever play on words. Daffy Duck, only morons follow these days. I don't really follow them. I don't even know which day, like any of the other days. I don't remember what they were. I might remember the name of one of the days, but I don't remember what day of the year it was. I don't follow it. I kind of use them as a crutch. So, but you just, only morons follow these national. But see, you didn't know that when I wrote that. You know, when I put that up there, you didn't know if I was using it as a crutch or how I felt about it. You assumed that I was following it, and you decided to pass judgment and call me a moron. Your name's Daffy Duck. You got, if moron is up here, where the hell does that put you, dude? I mean, seriously, did I have to wipe you off the bottom of my boot before I came in the house? Because of all you probably labored intensively in front of your computer. You had your keyboard going, okay, I got to pick a name. I got to pick a really clever name. I got to pick something people can relate to. I got to pick a name online so that I have a presence and so that people will know who I am. And somehow your pea-brain came up with Daffy Duck. Wow. Oh, you know what? If I never hear from you again the rest of my life, I'm going to be okay. I just got to tell you. I'm not going to lose any sleep. Oh, look here, General, $10 from Loudwin. Now he's invading over here. He's fucking covering up. He just turned it yellow, covered up sweets. Now I'm pissed. You covered up sweets. I'm pissed. Look here, General, you're stuck with me now. You adopted pasta, and by proxy, you're stuck with me. Okay, look, I love your dog. I love your wife. All right, I will tolerate you, sir. And tolerate. And the more I drink, the better it gets. But that's like every good man. You surround yourself with a good woman, a good dog, and then people like you. That's what I did. Don't think for 1 second that's not how it. That's exactly what I did, and I still continue to do that. If I can get people better looking and smarter than me, I'm okay. Then I feel like I have issues. I have deep issues with making sure that I'm okay, and surrounding myself with good people that are prettier than me really helps. All right. Self-esteem down here. Lawrence Stoner, welcome, Bottom of the Glass Nation. Lawrence, appreciate you showing up, my fine feathered friend. Stick around for a little bit. We'll try to earn that money from you and keep you interested. We'll do the best we can. Really, really appreciate you putting some time and energy into the kids' channel. Loud one, $2 for the whiskey fund. So I'm in the good books. Well, you're in the good books now, but your $2, nobody has told me who the $2 whore is tonight. I guess that's a secret. You guys will have to figure that out. All right, so I had some stuff I wanted to say. Yeah, there was some stuff. Let's see, where was I at? Boom, 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 boom. And it was over here. There was some dumb stuff in. And, okay, what? I just want to get to... All right, let me get this one out of the way because I've gotten a lot of conversation about this in a few different areas. People that have, it's not just emails. Now there's people calling me going, hey, man, and what do you think about this? So let's cover this real quick. I don't like getting into this stuff too much. We save this for the world shows. But you guys all know who these are the 5 officers that are that beat the crap out of Tyree, and then he died. Okay? I'm sick of arguing about this. All right? There really isn't too much of an argument. Okay? You can't. Do you guys remember Rodney King? Now, you guys are probably too young for that. Rodney King was a black man that got beat up by white cops. And when it went to trial, they had a video of him getting beat up. And they went frame by frame by frame by frame. And they said, look right here. Rodney King down on the ground getting beat. Like he raised his elbow. Now, we consider that an aggressive move. So we hit him with our batons 92 times. And then, he moves his hand across the asphalt. Now, you see that? Freeze frame that. Did you see where he moved his hand across the asphalt? We consider that a sign of aggression, and we hit him with our batons 92 times. Okay. And they got out of it. They got away scot-free. I followed it. I get their training. I get that Rodney wasn't complying, and I got it. Okay, but I'm using the example of they went frame by frame by frame by frame by frame to show their defensive position and why it wasn't their fault, and they were adhering to training and everything else. There is no way these guys are going to be able to use that kind of defense. All right, I know he took off. I know he was resisting. I get it. I'm completely against people that do that all the time. And a cop tells you to lay down, lay down. He tells you to put your hands, just do it. The word is comply. That's how I feel. If you do not comply, okay, then you're asking to get shot. You're asking to just comply. I don't care what your personal feelings on the matter. I don't care if you think you're right, you think you're wrong. You comply. That's it. Whatever they tell you to do, you comply. Now, people are going to go, well, what if they kick the door into your house? You know, what if they're rummaging through your stuff? No, I'm not talking about that. Don't start citing all these obscure examples on when you're not supposed to comply, because there's a bunch of fun fact Freddies out there that are going to do that. Well, you know, in this, just shut up. Okay, they kicked the shit out of the kid and he's dead. Okay, I there's just some basic Generation X stuff that goes on in my head. The kid would be alive if they didn't kick the shit out. Well, but if he would have complied, he would have been alive. If he hadn't run, he would have been alive. I got you. He did not have a gun pointed at their head. They could have stopped. Now, he was a handful because most of those dudes were out of shape. I saw that. But he, at some point, they beat him too bad, too long, too hard. They could have zip-tied his feet and zip-tied his hands and thrown him in the back of a car and let him scream and kick all he wanted to. I'm just telling you, from a Generation X point of view, they killed the guy. They shouldn't have. That's it. Hey. They shouldn't have. They killed him. They shouldn't have. Not gonna. You can place blame. Well, he ran. I got it. I don't care anymore. I don't care about that part of the argument. I'm just telling you that they were not in a life and death situation. Well, he grabbed for their gun. All right. Then you know what? When you're chasing him and you catch up to him, hand your gun to somebody else. If you think that's an issue, there's 20 of you standing there, and 5 of them are on top of the dude. If you're not going to use your gun on the guy, clearly that's not what you guys wanted to do, then pass off your pistol. The other dude's standing there. Then you don't have to worry. I mean, come on, man. That's my position. Okay? You can disagree if you want, but whatever. And we can still be friends. I'm still your friend. You're still my friend. But we have a difference of opinion. But that's what I'm saying. But that's not even why I'm here. Notice that we talked about this. Thank God that these were black cops beating up a black guy, because if they were white cops, cities would be burning right now. They would be burning, and they're not. But here's the thing that pissed me off so much. Do you guys know who Van Jones is? CNN's Van Jones says that Tyree Nichols' death might have been driven by racism despite black cops being in charge. Are you getting that? That's this guy right here. That's this idiot. You've seen him before. He's been on CNN. He's been on MSNBC. He's done guest spots on there. This guy tries so hard in every situation to find a way to make things about racism and about race inequality that he's even calling this situation based in racism. How on earth am I supposed to function as a human being when I know idiots like this still exist? You could not be trying harder to divide America than what this guy is trying. That is the act of a desperate man. And what's worse is that he says things and he looks at the audience in the camera and he goes, and I'm going to explain it with $12 words, and I am a black man, so my words count more than yours. My $12 words will actually begin to sound like $24 words. Now you sound like you're full of shit. You sound like you're inciting people in areas that they don't need to be incited in. It's fucking pisses me off. So there's my take on the whole gig with that. I think that the cops fucked up and the dude's dead, and that's the way, whatever justice they're giving those guys, that's the way it should go. That's in my opinion. Also, the thing that just infuriates me is that there's people out there that are still finding a way to call this a racial problem when it was black cops and a black guy. I don't fucking get it. How does anyone expect me to get my mind around that? That just boggles the inside of my brain, and now gonna make me drink, and I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't. This is how I cope with people like that. And you guys wonder why I drink. Well, maybe you don't. All right. Let me catch up here. I know I'm behind. I'm gonna get yelled at. Hydrate, take a breath. All right. Is whiskey considered hydrating? Loud one dropped in $5. Turn my whole screen teal. General, I don't agree with you. You think you're more handsome than me? Sorry, everyone lied to you. We'll have to do that, loud one. You give me your best picture. I'll put up mine, and we'll put a poll up there because the kid got the polls working, and we'll see. We'll see what it says. We'll let everybody vote. Don't be upset though if you lose. I mean, loud one, you're going up against this. All right. Even when someone takes a picture of this, I can turn this down to make it a fair fight, but I can't turn it off. You got to remember that, buddy. You got to remember that. Top shelf. Oh, Yakar update from a black man. I totally agree. It was intentional because it was set up by the black cops at Gen X Talks. Tyrone was dating the cops' ex, and they retaliated by beating him up. Wow. I don't know what you mean by that statement. It was set up by the black cops at Gen X Talks? Because we don't have any police officers here. We don't have white ones or black ones here. We patrol ourselves. I'm hoping I'm just reading that wrong. But Tyrone was dating the cop's ex, and they retaliated. I didn't hear that story, but that could be, I guess. I didn't go too deep into the story. Once I saw what happened, I didn't need to go much further. OJ killed his wife. I figured it out. I don't need to watch the whole trial. Update continued. There is one white cop involved, but the black cops are the instigators. All right, maybe. I didn't see that. I haven't seen him. I must have missed it. If there was a white guy there, I don't know. It was so dark I didn't notice. True story. Could have been. I guess it's possible. Joe Boardman Jr., this is my first live broadcast. Always listen to you guys after the broadcast, but today I'm sitting in a hospital bed waiting for dialysis, and I caught you live. It's the highlight of my day. Well, now I would say thank you, but you just put us up against a dialysis machine. So if there's two things going on in your day, Gen X Talks live stream or kidney dialysis, God, I'd hope we'd win. If we lose to a kidney dialysis machine, it's time to turn the cameras off. Although, to be fair, in my illustrious career of life, being on this planet half a century, I have been compared to worse things before. So I won't even take it that bad if it happens. Oh, my God. That's funny. I mean, not funny you're on dialysis. That's not funny, of course. It's funny the way you compared. Yeah, never mind. You get what I'm saying. I'm drinking. Leave me alone. Oh, Dom the Explorer dropped in $1. Thanks, Dom. Loud one. $10. Doom. Turn my whole screen yellow. General, you need a new the lift. You need a new the lift for the side of the shed. Gen X Mom will be okay with the IKEA table we talked about. Yeah, $10 towards my car lift so my fat ass can get under cars again and do some real work. Yeah, I would love that. But we're not going to get many people siding with me. Here's your fun for an automotive rack, an automotive lift. It's always going to go towards the damn table. And you know what? I'm going to get her. We're going to go to IKEA. We're going to pick the dining room table that requires the most assembly, and you can only use an Allen wrench. Then we'll see if she can put that together. I will film that. I will film every bit of that if that happens. That would be hilarious. Have Gen X Mom in a ponytail, in her cut off Daisy Dukes on the floor trying to read directions and assemble 295 pieces of a dining room table. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh, that guy'd have to sleep on the couch for a little while, but it'd really be hilarious. Mrs. Fort Watton, member for 6 months. Did the general just say it was too dark to see the white cop? Yeah, it was the video, the body cam video was really dark out there. It was too dark to see the white cop. I didn't notice him. He's like he was shadowed. That wasn't a racial thing. I was saying the video was really dark. I couldn't tell if there was 6 white cops, 6 black cops. I didn't notice a white guy in there. Why are you doing that to me, Mrs. Ford? You know what I meant. I meant that it was a dark video. Someone turn up the brightness on that. We got old people watching. God. Jeez, I tell you, she tries to get me in trouble. She waits till I'm 3 drinks in. I'll drink another one right now. I don't care. I'll drink another one right now. And then Mrs. Ford going to do it again. She's going to say something. She's going to throw something out there and make me feel bad and try to get me to spin out of control, which I will. I always do. And then we'll get banned and have to beg and appeal, and they'll put us back on. And it's all because of Mrs. Ford Watton. Lovely, classy, ever-present Mrs. Ford Watton. This one's for you, sweetheart. Quit fucking with me. You're ruining the show. Martin Fenn for life, $4.99. Wife said I could have a membership for my birthday. The day just gets better and better for both of us, my fine feathered friend. Thank you. Lionheart, $9.99 for the Lyft fund. All right, now there's $20 towards my Lyft. I do have to re-pour some concrete too, so this may be a while. But yeah, we're on the right track, guys. Then we now have $20 towards the Lyft fund. Elizabeth Rojas, $1.55, trying to figure out who the $2 whore is, but she hasn't figured it out yet. Theo Time, Gen X Dad, what's your view on family court? Well, dude, boy, how much time you got? Family court is necessary, but family court puts the husband or the father at an extreme disadvantage, heavy disadvantage. And I'm speaking from personal experience with myself and other people. It's not fair the way it's written. You know, for all the times they say that men run everything, men own the world, men, women, nothing, men, everything, and all that, you would think that someone who wrote the family court laws just handed a woman a pen and said, just fill it out however you want. That's how it seems. Does it not seem that way? I'm not saying that everything goes the woman's way, but I am going to tell you a good 80 to 85% just crushes the guy. And, you know, that's probably deservedly so if we always act 12 but you girls should know that. Come on. All right, loud one, $10. Look here, General, you're stuck with me now. You adopted pasta, and by proxy, you're stuck with me. I think I read that one already. Didn't I say I would take Chush too? Take your wife and your dog are cool. I'm good with that. 6 gun. Okay, is this 6 guns all 6 gun Sal or 6 guns all? What did we determine on that? 6 guns all. So it's not 6 gun Sal. Why couldn't be like short for Sally, 6 guns Sally, but no Y or IE. All right, 6 guns all. $10. The Memphis incident involves quite a few more points than those cops. Other cops from other nearby areas were there. 2 EMT are being investigated, and the other guy can't really. You lost me on that last part there. Now, there might be more stuff coming in. I will admit that I've only read and paid attention to, and I looked on all the sites. I didn't just go to Fox News. I went to CNN. I went to the LA Times, the New York Times. I read some stuff to see if there was any investigative journalism that was shedding light in different directions. And there was a few little things that were maybes, like there could be, and we're looking into, but there was nothing solid. But no matter what you guys say, there could be. I won't disagree. But those 5 dudes beat him so bad he died. That's it. That's like that whole thing with Alec Baldwin. God, the hate mail I got that says the armor person on set is responsible to make sure that guns are unloaded. Fine. I'm not a movie set guy. All right? I'm not. I'm not a cast and crew guy. I'm not. But you know what I am? I'm a gun guy. And as a regular, plain old, average, ordinary American gun guy, there's one simple rule you always follow. If you have a firearm in your hand, you assume it's loaded. Period. But the armor guy on set is responsible. Yeah, I don't give a shit. As a human being, if you have a weapon in your hand, you assume it's loaded. End of story. If you're not going to do that, then you should never be allowed to hold a weapon. Ever, 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 ever. That's the rule. That's the unwritten rule. That's the common sense rule. That is the first written rule. That's tattooed on everyone's forehead as soon as you take your first training lesson. Every time. And I got mail. I got hate mail. Alec Baldwin is a great man. Alec Baldwin was not at fault here. I said, I don't care. I don't care about anything you're saying. You can talk about who made the gun, who bought the gun, who built the gun, who sold the gun, who brought the gun to the set, who the armor guy was. When all that's done, all that matters is when it's in your hand, you assume it's loaded. Don't pull the trigger. That's it. For me, it's that simple. And man, I'm telling you, I bet I got 50 letters. Made a comment about it a week ago. Got 50 emails on that. I'm like, this is just my dumb old Generation X stupid mechanic in the middle of the desert mentality. I'm sorry. You can have all the story time you want, but at the end of it, it ends with this guy pulled the trigger on a gun that he was uncertain of. End of story. I don't care if the guy next to me says, I just unloaded it. I'd look at him and go, well, you'll forgive me if I don't trust you, and look myself. Thank you. That's it. Well, he trusted the armor guy. Well, he made a mistake. All right. See what I'm telling you? All right. So hydrate. I did. Hydrate. All right. Scott Royston, what that cop did to George Floyd was wrong. With that said, I understand why it was done and why a lot of cops feel that every time they shoot an African American for whatever reason, they're automatically viewed as racist. Yeah, for sure. Doesn't matter what you do. Everything any of us do now is viewed as we're done it because we're a racist. They didn't, you're eating your Cheerios incorrectly. Look at the way you're lining your Cheerios up in that bowl. You're clearly a racist. Look at the way you parked your car in your driveway, you racist. It doesn't matter. Anything you do, they're going to say that. But I agree with you, Scott. With police officers, it's times 10. I was reading tonight that the enrollment. Now, some of the big cities, enrollment has gone up for police officers because they've offered huge incentives. I got that. But overall, across the country, enrollment is way down. Early retirement is way up. People resigning is way up. It was like 42% nationally. People have resigned from being a police officer. And early retirements went up 24%. Well, no shit. Of course it did. Why do you think? Go. Get out of here. What dog is back here fucking with me? Go on. Go. I can see the shadows behind me moving because there's a lamp down low illuminating the set for Gen X Mom. When a dog walks in front of it, it casts a shadow. I'm like, the fuck is that shadow coming from? And then I realized it was a dog. And I went to swing at the dog, hit the back of the chair with my finger. Now my finger hurts, and the dog's looking at me like, all right, dude, I'll move. Relax. God damn it. Nothing like an animal to make me look stupid every time. All right. Where was I? Don't. Carl Girard, General's Lift Fund. All right, $30. My man. Love the show as always. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Loud One chimed in with another $5. All firearms are loaded. If that's not the case, don't touch one. Yeah, that's the bottom line. Every one of them's loaded every time you touch it. I don't care about where you are before that. At the moment you touch it, it's your responsibility. You could tell the dude's never been around guns, or he would have just thought that would have been in his mind. Any one of us out here would have just assumed we'd have never made that mistake. First of all, we wouldn't have pointed at anybody. None of us would have, but we would have just assumed it was checked right then. You know all the responsibilities in your hands. Lawrence Stoner, $2. My dad taught me that my cap gun was loaded. That's right. That's where it starts. And those shitty little cap guns we had as kids, you remember the ones that had the roll of the red tape, the silver guns with the plastic, little white plastic, the handle, God, grips, no. Handles, no. Now I lost what it was, but I know what I'm trying to say, which is all that's important. Is I know where I'm trying to go. I just can't get there. But those little guns we had, and they had little white and red, and they'd pop if you'd line them. Then after 3 pops, you'd have to reline them up again, or cap guns would pop, and they'd have that smell, little fake smoke smell, and like, what that said, it really was a unique smell. It didn't smell like any other kind of smoke. I don't know what they did, but I liked it. Like the end of a firecracker, but it was in little cap guns. I could never get those things to shoot more than 3 times in a row, and I'd have to take the spool out and reconfigure it again. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. Yeah. So even those guns are loaded. Back to what we're saying. 6-gun. It's 6-gun Sal. I told you. Ain't I been saying it for 6 damn days now? It's 6-gun Sal. I told you that. Said just 6 guns all. Is it? I knew up here. Yeah, Unagi. All right. Sal is short for Sally. See, I even called that part right. I said it'd be like saying Sal, but without the Y on the end. My name is shorter version of dear friend of mine who passed away. Her name was Six Gun Sally. Well, I'm sorry your friend is gone, but I'm very happy you're here. And I'm even more happy that I'm vindicated and the peanut gallery can just be quiet now. There's going to be no living with me tonight. No, I'm going to bring it up till midnight. I'm going to tap Gen X mom in the middle of the night, wake her ass up and go, hey, yeah, are you awake? Yeah. Six Gun Sal. Go write that down. Don't forget that. Yeah, I'll do it too. Drop 'em. Is Tiffany the $2 whore? Tiffany is not the $2 whore. Elizabeth Rojas, is Gen X mom the $2 whore? Gen X mom is the $2 whore. That's right. It's true. Yakar, I didn't take offense. Be blessed, brother, and have a bottle of Macallan. 15 on me. I'll send in the mail. Check out the P.O. box. Somebody put it up there for you. KG Texas, $10 for the Lyft Fund. I don't know where this came from, but I'm happy, you guys. I've talked about the table. I've talked about the studio. Yes. And tomorrow, Gen X Mom has her nail appointment. Haven't even brought it up. And here we are getting money for the Lyft Fund. Now, that warms my heart. That requires a drink. That warms my heart. It really does, because that means that you guys want my fat ass out there working on cars again. Oh. Touches me deeply, bottom of the glass nation. I'm going to keep drinking. Oh, I don't want to. The last thing I want is this drink, but I have to get to the bottom of the glass for you fine folks. And it all begins here. Todd Liston, $2. Let me build one for you. Can send Discord pics. Todd, I have no idea what you're going to build me, but I don't. What's that? Oh, a table. That's between you and Gen X Mom, Todd. I wouldn't even know what she's looking for, or if you could even get close to what she wants. She has bizarre thoughts in her heads, and probably what she has in her mind has never been built before. Hasn't even been invented yet. Why? How do I know that? Because women want the impossible shit. They want shit they can't have. They want one-of-a-kind items, which is why she married me. You think she would have stopped there? I said it without laughing. Can we edit that and just make it look like I didn't laugh? Superator, I went on the Discord this morning, clicked all the chats I wanted to be able to view. Seems much more organized. Nice work, team. There's one in the right direction. Not everybody thinks it's bad. That's good. Good move there. Thank you, Superator, for saying something. Appreciate that. Noel, $2 for the $2 whore. Sweets, $70 for the Lyft Fund. All right. I don't know if I'm allowed to officially fall in love over a live stream, but I'm damn close. I'm damn close. When a chick comes in here looking the way she does, flipping me off the whole time, and is that dedicated to a man's prerogative of going out and building things, then how could you not be in love? I don't know. But I'm feeling like it. I'm feeling like I'm getting there. I think a couple more glasses, and I'll have to just find an online divorce lawyer right now, divorce Gen X Mom, and wherever she lives, race across the country to where she is. Please don't live in Antarctica or something. If I'm going to leave my wife and my family, could you at least live someplace cool? That would really be a plus. And if you got a trailer, trailers are cool too. You don't have to have a boat, but I'm just saying, if you had one. Devin McCarthy, $1.99, still trying to see who the $2 whore is. I think we covered that one. Alan Pitts, member for 2 months. What makes the Daytona serial number truck unique? What motor's in it? The Daytona serial number truck. It's unique probably mainly because of the serial number, because they only made a certain number of them. It has it doesn't have anything special under the hood. It's a 5.7 Hemi. The transmission's about the same. The rear end's about the same. It's actually it's got a bighorn rear end in it. That's a little bit beefier rear end. There's some modifications I've done. The kid keeps bugging me for what I've done to it, to ask him what's making it faster, and I refuse to tell him. I'm not telling him what I've done until he learns basic automotive. Then we can talk about things you do to trick stuff out to make it go faster. But I'm guessing that's probably it. It's just the fact that someone stamped them. They have a very specific color. It's a very specific paint code color to it. There wasn't a ton of options. Some of the plastic trim kit on the outside is a little bit different. I just liked getting it because I got it fairly cheap from a guy, and it looked really cool. And so I was going to be the guy. And it's bright orange. You know, the Daytona is that orange. I wanted to drive that around and be known as that guy who drove that till he was 90. That's why I'm struggling letting the kid have it, selling it to the kid even. It's kind of like, this was going to be my thing. I had a plan here. If I don't, then I'm just an old guy in a white two-door Chevy pickup. Now, that's not unique. I mean, that's just plain. I don't want to be plain. I can be plain when I'm driving a trailer to the dump. I don't mind being plain there. You know, we'll see. I don't know. I kind of gave him a handshake agreement on already, so I really need to follow through. But it's too much truck for him. It really is. Lawrence Stoner, welcome, Bottom of Glass Nation. Lawrence, I thought he joined up the other night. Like I'm seeing double. John says, you got a really good voice over type for you, General. You ever thought of doing voice work? I did at one point. I know and knew some broadcasters in Los Angeles. And they said they have great radio voices. They have actually been years on the radio. And the problem is that they explained to me, and they're heavy in the industry, is that all the work now is done from home. If someone wants to hire you to do a voice, unless you're a big famous actor on a big famous movie, then they would have you come into the studio. But most voiceover work is done from home, and you record it and you send it in. And since that's the case, there's literally millions of people doing it. And there's millions of people with voices way better than mine doing it. So unless I found someone who was in that business and needed a voice for something, then maybe I'd have a shot at weaseling my way and angling my way in. Otherwise, my voice is just lost in a sea of millions of others. And even one of our guys in here, Common Star Marcus, he has an amazing voice range. I mean, way beyond mine. He can go deep. He can sound like a girl's voice. I mean, that guy, I'm really surprised he's not doing voiceovers with his range and his talent level. And he's got the right demeanor to be in Hollywood too. He really does. He would fit in there, and I don't think it would destroy him. So if you want to listen to someone, go listen to Common Star. I don't know if he's in here tonight, but he's in here all the time. He's absolutely fucking brilliant with his range and his control. Loud One, $2 for the whiskey fund. So I'm in the good books. Now don't get carried away. Loud One, don't fucking get carried away. All right. I know you just because you want to get carried. No. You just, I'm going to put you, we like you. See this right here? We'll set you over here, but don't get carried away. You want to do the thing like that. You know why you're here? Everybody loves your dog. Okay. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I didn't want, everybody loves your dog. We love pasta. And now your wife is a big addition too, so you're okay. Plus you drive a cool truck. So there's 3 things you got going for you. Ace Jumpman gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships. Ace Jumpman, my man, who got those? Do we know who got them? Tori Randolph, Alan, Piggy in the middle, Steffi O'Nurse. What the hell? Steffi O'Nurse, Gwen Tingle. Oh God, I would have given Gwen Tingle. I just got to get the name. Gwen Tingle, come on. Sweets, new member. I don't know why my super chat isn't working, but I'm just wondering, you've explained the $2 whore. What is your harem? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put up the PayPal link. I'm sorry, you guys. I always forget. I never say, please click the like and subscribe button. I forget to say that. I don't think I ever say that anymore. I'm supposed to, and I blow that. I'm pretty good about remembering to put up the PayPal link, and I forgot. Hang on a second. Let me do it right now. Where'd it go? Is it there? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That goes directly, because some of you do have problems with the super chat stuff, so the PayPal link goes up there, and it brings Gen X Mom to the table. But, hang on. Which microphone are you on? Well, you have to talk into it, sweetheart. Hello. I think they can hear. Look at that. They can hear you. It's Gen X Mom. What brings you to my table?
we received $30 from Loud One on PayPal. It's just because we love Gen X Mom. And she needs wine to deal with our bullshit, General.
I don't want to hear this.
I wanted to hear her voice.
I don't want to hear this shit. Loud One, you are fucking up a perfectly good live stream. I want you to know that. Don't bring Gen X Mom in here unless the General has issued an order, and I did not. All right, let me go back up there. How would you describe the harem? Sweets, new member. I don't know why my super chat isn't working. I'm just wondering. You've explained the $2 whore. What is your harem? God, how would you, Mrs. Four, or any of you girls out there, how would you explain the harem? I know it was a drunken joke. I know we talked about it one night. I forget if it was about my voice or something. I did some low Wolfman Jack voice one time where I turn up the bass really high, bring your speakers in real close. Now close your eyes and listen. I was doing something dumb like that while I was drunk one night. I don't know. I don't even know who came up with the harem idea, but there's like 11 or 13 women that are in the harem. They own harem shirts. They've sent me pictures wearing their, it says on the back, I'm a harem girl. I'm Gen X Dad's harem girl. It's just it's an online, I don't know what it is. We don't have meetings. We don't all go to the beach together. When I don't have harem girls sitting around a tent, like the Shah of Iran or somebody, and they're on a bunch of pillows. And no. It's just I don't know what it is. How would I describe it? How do you describe there's a group of women who have pledged to be part of my harem, and that's as far as it went. And it was funny, and they bought a T-shirt. We made a T-shirt. There's black ones and there's pink ones, and it's fun to say you have an online harem, and it's fun for the girls to say I'm part of one. And when someone asks, you're part of a harem, and then they I don't know, ask them how to explain it. If someone walked up to one of the harem girls in the street and said, you're a harem girl? What do you mean you're part of a harem? Explain that. There's what you want. Whatever they answer, that's the answer. Because I don't know how to explain it. It's fun, it's cute, it's clever, it's a very select club, and I love all my harem girls. Every single one of them, I do, yeah. And as much as I can on Tuesdays. Shell Sephram, member for 1 month. Got my mom interested in your show. Mom is a baby boomer. She loves it and is watching now too. Well, she is welcome here with open arms. Shell, you tell your mother that I'm glad to have her on board, and I don't hold it against her that she's a baby boomer. I will try to look the other way and accept her for who she is. We're very tolerant around here. Just ask us, we'll tell you. Martin, fan for life, welcome to becoming an extra. Now, are we repeating these? Because that seems like we did that one. Loud One, $10 again. Term a whole screen yeller. Loser donates $200 to St. Jude's General. Loser, wait. All right, yeah, $200 to St. Jude's. I will do that. Loud One, you want to put two pictures up there, one of you, one of me, and have people vote on it on who's the most handsome. Am I hearing you right? Do you actually think I'm going to lose that? Boy, before that camera clicks, I'm going to turn this up to 9. You don't want to see now. This is like 5 right here. This is all you guys can take. Right here. No. I'm at 5 right now. Let me be clear. That's 5. You're going to have trouble handling that. You want me to go to 9? I'll go to 9, baby. But it'll be lights out. Larry Galvez, $4.99. I stand for the flag regardless of this nation's imperfections. Don't let them divide this nation by race. That's a great statement. You stand for the flag regardless of the nation's imperfections. I'll add to that because we're working on it all the time. We're improving all the time. We got rid of slavery. We got rid of segregation. Women can vote. We move forward all the time. You act like we're worse now. Bullshit. Two Bear, member for 10 months, bottom of the glass nation. I'm off today, so I'm drinking. Wait a minute, you're off today? Today's Tuesday. How'd you get a Tuesday off? Hey, Two Bear, why not get a Thursday off once in a while? Can we try that? No, I know everybody at your dealership wants to get paid, but pay them a day later, a day early. A day early, and then let's get a Thursday off. How about that? All right. Little Heart's mom. So that's the mom. This is the mom joining. Welcome, Bottom of the Glass Nation, by the way. Hopefully everybody told you welcome. Little hearts got to be one child or two children, I would guess. I like that. It's a cool picture, too. Devo Duty. I have two classic cars that need big help from someone who knows how to work on them. I would absolutely raise my hand with that. I would raise my hand. If we were close enough for me to be helpful, I promise you I would be. Sweet, $6.99. I'm a Canadian. Lord help me. But Gen X Mom beats me. She's fantabulous and a keeper. I'm just a grease monkey. Wow, wait a second. She jumped the screen on me. I'm just a grease monkey drunk. Well, then we'd fit. Then if we can't be married, can we at least be friends? All right, let's back up. All right, we can at least be friends. We'll agree on that. All right, I got to get out of the sheets. You guys are killing me over here. I know. What? I know. I'm trying to say something here. I'm having a conversation with my friends. You know, I had stuff to say too. I count. I'm a person. Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? Don't backseat live stream. You just sit in there and chush. Not you chush, her chush. All right. Uh-oh. Junior Seau's walking in. And look who it is. Why do we always stare at your shirt?
I'm too tall.
You are too tall.
Okay.
How can I help you tonight?
You are.
Yeah. Is there anything else I can do for your celebrity career? You know what you need to start is an apartment fund, so when he turns 18, he has a place to move out to. That would be a great fund. We'll call it the Gen Z Kid Apartment Get the Hell Out of My House Fund. Yeah, I have a trash can. Okay. For Christ's sake. No one can... There you go. Now they can see you. Yes, they're babysitting me just fine.
Okay. Just want to stop in. I hear him yelling a lot. How you feeling, big champ? How you feeling, buddy?
I'm good. I'm hydrating. I'm drinking.
6 rounds in. You going to the 13th?
I don't know if I can go to 13, but I'm in it, baby.
Okay. So I just want to say hi to you guys. Thank you for babysitting my dad. I babysitting my dad. Thank you very much. Okay.
Go punch yourself in the face.
I know. You guys don't like seeing me anyway. I just want to pop in and say
They do. They've had nothing.
I haven't seen my dad since this morning. Okay, so leave him alone.
They actually, we got a ton of responses when you filled in last week a couple times. Yep. People were very impressed with how you've come a long way and conducted yourself in life. You did a good job. You really did good. They were very complimentary. All right, where was I? I had some stuff to say. All right, well, let's go back to the shed. Let's just get this out of the way. Let me look real quick. You stand by. Oh, you know what I get to pick up tomorrow? I get to pick that up tomorrow. The canopy and the 2 signs are done. And so we can do the car shows. It's ready to be picked up tomorrow. We're heading over there to look at it. If they got the artwork right, we'll get it. I still haven't told Gen X Mom how much it cost. And she hasn't asked. She could have asked all along. She never asked how much it was going to cost. Not one time as I'm showing her designs, artwork, things that are changing. It's ordered. It's delivered. We're going to go get it. She's never once. So now it's too late. She can't just get there and go, oh, that's way too much. No. Your chance to bitch and complain was a long time ago. There is a statute of limitations on that shit. All right. Oh, another quick thing. Not that anybody cares, but our Twitter account got to 1,000. It's only taken 2 years. People are sitting at 60,000 and 90,000, and Gen X Talks is plugging along. It took us 2 years to get to 1,000, but hey, we made it. All right, so let me briefly go over the studio thing. This is a tough shed. This is what we were getting to convert into a studio. This was the small version that got all fucked up. So we got that. Then we went on to a bigger version. I know that doesn't look bigger, but it is. That was where we went. And this was the one we were going to, it was actually going to be a little bit longer. And then as of today, we ended up with this one. Yeah, I can't really enlarge any bigger. It covers up my beautiful face, and we don't want that. But this is, and you see the roof on this one, we have a loft. We can put stuff up there. Now, why this is a good way to go for us, just real quick, since you don't know, this is what the inside looks like. This is about the size we're getting. Ours is actually a little bit wider. Ours is about 2 feet wider, but this is exactly what it'll look like inside. See the loft up there? We can put, there's loft on each end. Why this is good for us is that it's open. So when Lionheart comes out here, he can drill holes and run tubing and piping and wiring right there. Everything's open and exposed. Then once we have everything run where we think we're going to need stuff in the future, excuse me, where we know we're going to need stuff now, then we can seal it up. So that's why this is important, and this is our big change. So that was a big way to go, and I'll show you that one more time. That's what it's going to look like, and you can see now. You can compare the two, the inside and outside, when we're done. The only one of the differences is we have our door on the side, right in the middle, and it's not a double barn door; it's just a single. So that'll be different there. But this is very similar to what we're going to get. Anyway, all right. Now I don't know how this is going to come across. I'm going to try it. So let me tell you what I did first, and then I'll shut up. I went down there, and I tried to video my conversation with the guy. I went to Tough Shed. And like I told you, the guy's like, look, you can't put me on camera. I'm trying to there's some people I don't want to find me. I don't mind talking. So I didn't say his name, and he was more than happy to talk, and we fixed everything. I said, look, dude, I got to record you while we're here or something, because I got to tell people that I'm not getting bamboozled by you guys, that I'm actually on top of this. I'm actually working some stuff out. And the guy assured me he'll get me the bigger shed than we've ever talked about. The money came through today. The price came through today, the invoice, and it's the same price as almost the first shed. That's how much of a discount he gave us for that first little shed versus the big one. He was being very accommodating because they fucked this thing up. I'm going to play this one time. I cut it together. I ran it by Gen X Mom. I said, do you think this conveys what I'm trying to, that I'm actually actively pursuing this? I'm not just fucking off and talking. No, I'm actually down here. She goes, no, you did good. So you get one shot at listening to this. It's only 90 seconds long. And I cut it down and edited it, and I put words up when he was talking so you can hear what he's saying, because he was behind me, so it was kind of hard to hear. But I went down there, and just so you know, I was there. This shows you that I am a man of action. I was not a man to be trifled with. Here goes. Turn off my mic. All right, so here's the gig. Everybody's been wondering about the studio. I'm actually down here in the studio. I'm filming it, okay? I can't show the guy I'm with, but this is the main guy down here at Tough Shed. He's going to help me straighten this shit out. Aren't you?
Yes, I am.
We're going to get this figured out, right?
Absolutely.
No more fuck-ups, right?
Nope. Take this one first.
There we go. All right, so you can hear the guy. I'm standing right here. He doesn't want to be on camera, and that's okay. But I needed you guys to know that I'm not giving up on the project. We're going to get this thing done. We've actually, I won't mention his name, did we not work it out to have even a bigger studio?
Absolutely bigger, yes.
And we're going to do it all in one big piece and get everything done. How you got to tell me how long, because I got people here. There's some people want to know.
It's going to take us about 2, maybe 3 months to get the whole thing done.
All right, so we're still shooting for all of February, all of March. Somewhere around April 1st, you and I are going to have another discussion. We're going to be pretty close.
We're going to be pretty close.
Okay. Well, we got a ton of stuff we got to do at Gen X Talks between now and then. So we'll get all our stuff out of the way. You get stuff in motion. All right, so you guys heard it. He's standing right here. I'm not fucking around. I came down here to get some goddamn answers, and we got them. I hate the way I squealed at the end. I so wanted to edit that out, but I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't just change it. So there I am. I get the whole thing done, and then I squeak at the end, my last thing. And boy, very intimidating when you squeak. So yes, it looks like we're going to have to restart the project again, but we're getting some firm commitment from these guys. We're getting a huge price break because they fucked this whole thing up in the beginning. So it looks like we're getting more than what we wanted at an incredible price. We're just going to have to wait. Truthfully, over the next 2 to 3 months, while we're doing this, actually next 2 months now before April 1st, I got a lot to clear out on the side. I got a project car that I have to get running to move, and I got a forklift that does kind of run on the side of the house that I got to get running completely so I can get it. I mean, they got to be able to take this thing in down that side. I got a big double gate front, like an RV style parking on there, but it's got I'm cluttering up my own mile. So I got some stuff I got to get out of the way too. Anyway, just to let you know that I went down there. That's how I was angry on the drive over there, but I somehow was nicer when I got there, and he ran right out to meet me when I got there, and he's like, hey, just shaking my hand and doing stuff. And we came to some agreements, and I said, look, I got to record a little bit of this. You got to give me that. And he was nice enough to do that. So now you guys are all cut up to speed on pretty much everything we had going on. All these loose ends are now coming to getting tied up, which is good. It's a good thing. Timmy B asking about Kurt Cobain. He was heralded as a spokesperson for Generation X. I don't know. Him and I were the same age. I wasn't a huge Nirvana fan, but he was a cool cat. I dug that he carved out his own path in life. I'm sorry, he took his own life. That was tragic. I wish he could have stuck around. I think he had a lot more to contribute. As a voice of Gen X, I think we're all a voice of Generation X. I think he was a voice of Gen X. I think I'm a voice of Gen X. I think there's a bunch of you out there. If you guys are speaking and using common sense and you're letting other people hear you, you are a voice of Generation X. And that's the way I feel. I don't know that there's any one person who's representing all of us, myself included. But, it's nice to be thought of that way. And so I will tip my hat and give him the props he deserves. Kurt Cobain was a cool cat. Michelle M. See, I didn't say Michael this time. I actually said Michelle. 1999, bottoms up, bottom of the glass. This hospital, did she say hospital hoe? Night shift respiratory therapist finally has a night off. One more down the hatch, almost $20 for a chicken feed. Lift fun. Hooch, you decide it's going to be for the hooch fund. But if she said she's this night shift respiratory therapist hospital hoe, well, if there was ever a reason to drink, that's got to be it. I don't think we've ever had someone. Have you ever had a respiratory hoe? I have not. At least not that I'm aware of. Ian Beardsall. I'm in England. It's 2:55 a.m. in the morning, and I'm listening to this as I love it. I'm glad, Ian. If I haven't disappointed you, it'll either make you turn off your radio or it'll put you right to sleep. Either way, I think I get a little gratitude for that. Yakar, thanks. I'm in L.A., but originally from Texas. I have family in Bakersfield. I love driving through the farm road, seeing all the fresh crops up there. There's some really good, beautiful parts in Central California. People think that all of California is homeless people and taxes, and it's not. There's some really beautiful parts of California. I love California. I do. I just don't like what people have done to it. The current government leadership has done to it, but I love California. Loud one, $5. 200 to St. Jude's. Put your money where your mouth is, big boy. All right, we'll do a bottom of the glass show. You're going to send me a picture, and I'm going to get a picture, and we're going to put them up there side by side. We'll leave them up for like 20 or 30 minutes. We'll let everybody vote, Loud one, and whoever wins, the loser has to donate 200 to St. Jude's, and I want to see your receipt. I'm just saying, big boy, I want to see your receipt. All right. Gwen Tingle, he's in here. I love Gwen. Gwen Tingle, love to go a place where everybody knows your name and handsome as always. Well, thank you. And that bar would be Cheers. Or this one, Josh Maddox would tell you this bar. He would say this bar is where everybody knows your name, because they do. And thank you for calling me handsome. You notice that she didn't say Loud one was handsome. It was the general was handsome. I'm hedging my bets. You're going to owe somebody, some kid in St. Jude's is going to thank you for that $200. Sweets, new member, can we do 2 hours tonight? Where are we at? We're over an hour. I'll keep going a little longer. Dakota Taylor. Sir, I know we are on the other sides of the U.S. I live in Vermont, but I'm kind of in between generations because I lived in history at my parents' place. I know rotary phones, carbs on cars, and I'm 29. Well, then if that's what you're being brought up around, then you are steeped in the history and traditions of Generation X, my friend. Be grateful for that, because that is a dying art. No one's teaching that anymore. And not that you have to know how to use a rotary phone. It's just badass when you can say. Do you know how many kids, my mother-in-law had a rotary phone on her wall up until the day she passed. And some of my kids, when we would take them and they knew it was a phone but didn't know how to use it, they wouldn't ring ding 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 ring ding ding ring ding 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 ring ding. They didn't know how to do that. You know what they did? They put their finger in there looking for the button like it was going to go boop 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 boop, boop. And they're like, how do you do this? It's not beeping. Yeah, it's not a button, ass nugget. It's a dial. And then they grab it like this. Well, what do you do with it? No. You need to be taught. Yeah, so if you're one step ahead. Shush, Loud One's pig voice against your pig voice. Okay, first of all, don't get carried away. No one can understand Loud One's voice at all. They would if we had to repeat phrases, they'd disqualify him thinking he wasn't even trying. That's his accent. I've told you this. His accent is so thick. Crocodile Dundee goes, what? Hey, Crikey, what the fuck that guy just say? I don't understand him. That's how thick his accent is. I'm not lying. I was there. Sweets. 279 says, we can be besties. Do we get necklaces too? Little half heart? I hope so. Calvin Miller, are you retired? If so, you don't look that old. And what's your secret to early retirement? Real estate, stocks, mutual funds? Well, I married a rich woman. My wife came from the better parts of Los Angeles, high above the Hollywood Hills, looking down upon everyone with her expensive bags and Versace clothes. And I was lucky enough to marry her. I was her mechanic, changing her oil, if you know what I mean. And she decided to marry me. That was my secret. You marry into it. I don't know what else there is. I wouldn't know how to do it any other way. Tori Randolph, General, are you feeling better? Overall, yeah. Since that, Tori, you're the first one to ask in a long time. I'm still drinking mostly 90% water. I'm still watching what I'm eating, where I'm going. I still have not had any fast food. I haven't had any soda. I've drank a little bit of hooch here and there, but I've been very cautious on what I've been eating and drinking since Christmas Day. So I'm comfortable with it. I'm not bad, but I do get to where I run out of air sometimes. I'm not there yet. If I get there, I'll let you folks know, but I'm okay right now. I'm having a good time hanging out, finding the truth at the bottom of the glass, and I'm not done yet. I have not even yet begun to defile myself. Mrs. Verbal Kent. Whoa. I bet there's nobody in here who understands what that is. Mrs. Verbal Kent. Audrey Lynn. I was born in 1988 and don't take being called the millennial very lightly. My mindset is more Gen Xer. Well, then I appreciate your mindset and thank you for bringing it up. And really thank you for being Mrs. Verbal Kent, because I know where that you got that from. And I, above all else, props. Absolutely. What a great pull. Nice fucking pull. Loud One, $21. I'll match your St. Jude's donation when you lose. You're not, okay, then you're just going to have to pay up all the way around. Then why don't you just pay $400 right now? I'll tell you what, Loud One, if you really want to get into a competition on who looks better between you and I, and who sounds better between you and I, and you want to have this competition in public, and you want to pay St. Jude's when you lose, here's what you need to do, okay? Right now, just call up St. Jude's, donate $400, walk out front, kick yourself in the nuts, and that's exactly the feeling and the experience you're about to go through when we do this. If you want to get a head start on how you need to react, what those feelings are going to, I just told you. You go do that, Loud One. I love you, brother, but this is how it's going to go. I ain't playing around. I might even get a haircut. Relax, Mrs. Four. I'm just, Mrs. Four, relax. Just a trim. I got to even it out. I can't wear a hat this Friday night. Low Torque member for 6 months at Gen X Talks. Cheeseburger, no rabbit food. Low Torque's been around me enough when I'm at a restaurant ordering it. If I order a hamburger and they're like, would you like pickles and lettuce and tomato? I did, whoa. No rabbit food. Don't put any rabbit food on it. That's exactly how I say it too. Mrs. Fort Watton says, bullshit bell regarding mom and retiring. No, it's true. Mrs. Four. No, she was a lavish, luxurious swimsuit model from the 80s, and I just latched on and didn't let go. I was very persistent. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. That's true. Josh Maddox, $4.99. I love this family so much. It's a necessary means for a best bar ever. It's a necessary means for a necessary means. Okay, Josh, how much have you been drinking tonight? Because I don't know, what does that even mean? It's a necessary means for Josh, slow down. I haven't had enough to drink to keep up with you, buddy. I can try. I could down the whole hooch right now, but I don't know that I can keep up with you. If you're going to talk in garble, is this a New Jersey thing? Never mind. When we thought Josh Maddox was from Orange County, we thought highly of him. We found out he's from New Jersey. Oh, sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to out you right there. I'm just kidding. He's not from New Jersey. Everybody, he's from Orange County. Let's all like Josh again, shall we? Good. Josh Maddox went for 6 months. Come on, General. Big Lebowski. No, that was not Big Lebowski. The verbal Kent was not Big Lebowski. Oh, you mean it's a necessary means? Now, where is that in Big Lebowski? Necessary means... I don't know. It sounds like something Walter would say, but I don't remember that line. And I've watched that movie 16,000 times. Phoenix Commissar is in here. I'm a risk the woodshed here, but fuck it, General. You and Loudon both lose because Marcy's beautiful voice is unmatched. Okay. He needs to go in the woodshed right now. Right now. Don't make me find him. I will find him. Somebody put Marcus in the goddamn woodshed right now. For those of you who don't know what the woodshed is, in YouTube, we have the ability to put you in a timeout. If you're getting rowdy in the comment section, we can put you in a timeout for 5 minutes. We call that the woodshed. It lets you focus and ponder on your decisions that led you to be in the woodshed. You obviously did something wrong. Marcus has crossed the line. Where is he? Did somebody put him in there? What? Good. Thank you. It says Lionheart and Trippy did good. I tell you, you go to the woodshed. Now, see, right now he's in the woodshed, which means he can watch what we're doing, right? He can hear us, but he can't comment. All he can do is raise on his tippy toes and look out the window and see what the rest of us are doing. Well, yeah, of course the woodshed has a window. What kind of woodshed doesn't have a window? Anyway, while he's in there, this is the time to let you guys know that we got to be careful about he's a liar. He's a big fat liar. And when he says that his voice is better than mine, even though I've already admitted that, this is war. And I will not concede victory. Going south like Sherman, I can feel it. If you don't know what that is, open up a history book. You learn all about it. Lauren Stoner, $5. I understand your feelings on Cali. I'm from Michigan, and I love growing up around the metro Detroit area. We moved to Tennessee in '89. Nice place, but not home. It's funny how when things, your old stomping grounds don't turn out to be what you want them to be in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. It's funny how you just move away far or not so far sometimes, but boy, how do you remember them? Just like you and I are doing right now. I agree. Chris Wilson, Usual Suspects whiskey. Chris, nice pull. That's 2 of us in there. Little Heart's mom, $10. Phones and clocks. My niece, 16, was cooking, told her to put the burner to 9 o'clock, and she had no clue what I meant. My son is 10, and he knew, and went and did it for her. I homeschooled him. They don't get that. You could be driving down the road and I could yell at Gen Z kid, whoa, look over there, 9 o'clock. He's like, 9 o'clock? What? Look, it's on my phone, 9 o'clock, Dad, what? And I'm like, never mind, we passed it. Oh, look who's back, gracing our presence.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great time at the bar.
Everyone's having a great time at the bar. And you know what?
Couple PayPal.
While you're doing this, I'm going to drink.
Okay, take a breath. Deep breath.
Deep breath.
Okay, Sammy Joe. We got $10. Hi, I'm here. I love you.
That's to me, not you.
I know. I've got a couple more.
Wait. Can you look at me for a sec? Are my eyes getting droopy?
Yes.
I feel great, but I'm having trouble keeping my eyes. I'm not tired, but my eyes all of a sudden are getting like a little droopy.
It's way too much alcohol. Shush. $10. Picks and voice. Mom gets final vote. Picks and voice. Mom gets final vote.
Picks and mom gets. No, wait.
I guess about you and Loud One.
Just do pictures. That's all it is.
$20 from Loud One. Read your text first, then read from here. I guess that's me or you.
I don't know. I don't have my phone. Nope. I have nothing on my phone for a text.
He donated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he running his mouth again? Do I got to get squirrely with him? I'll get squirrely with Loud One.
Donation picture.
Oh, that's for next week. We'll do it next week.
$408. He already did it.
All right. Well, so
then he said, read I paid my $400 to match your loss already. Let's play, brother.
You're going to lose. I'm not going to owe any money. You're going to... God damn it, loud one. All right, you know what? We're going to have the pictures up there. We'll do it the next round, not this round. We'll do it next round. We'll see what you got. Okay, I'm a little confused. In the comment section is a dude named Believe God, and he said, and I had to put him in a timeout. He goes, no one gives a fuck about your 2 sons. Who is he talking about? Because if he's talking about who I was reading, but that was about a girl, a daughter and a son. You're not talking about me. I didn't say anything about that. All right. Well, I don't know. You guys got to tell me what that one is. I put him in a timeout, but I don't know if he's being like an asshole to everybody or if he's directed that at me. I don't know. Anyway, just looking out for you guys. I put him in the timeout. That was on me. Mrs. Fort Watton says my 2 sons. Well, now I'm really pissed. He's talking. Wait, why is he bashing on Mrs. Ford? We don't give 2 fucks about your son. That really, he was talking about her. Okay, but what does that have to do with? Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the dude who you're getting off on topic here. Hold on. You may be having an allergic reaction. I guess it could be. Believe Gold. He was timed out from lying too, because I put him in a timeout. How was he just saying this shit? Somebody, you know what? If Believe God was making a comment about Mrs. Ford's sons, ban that guy from the fucking channel for life. Whoever gets a hold of him, ban him, and I mean right now, or I'm going to reach through this computer screen and strangle him with my own bare hands. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm protective of my friends. That's nonsense, man. We're drinking. We're having a good time. The vibe is high. And then some douchebag like this comes along and fucks everything up. You goddamn right I'm pissed. And I don't care where he is in the real world. I live in Bakersfield. You got a problem, come knock on my door. Don't talk to my friends that way. Don't ever do that to my friends. Don't disrespect my friends. Matt Jeeper NH, which is probably from New Hampshire, new member. What are the no-no words in this channel? There's a lot of no words. Don't ever say anything mean towards me. That's the crux of it. You can be mean to Gen Z kid because he's an idiot. You can be mean to my wife because she gets all the praise around here, even though I do all the work and she doesn't do anything but sit around on a sofa and eat bonbons watching Oprah. That's what she does, and you guys praise her and praise her. So the no words, just don't say anything mean about me. We don't want to hurt my feelings. Oh my God, that's the no words, Matt Jeeper. Josh Maddox, Philip Seymour Hoffman, General, how dare you? You're gonna have to I'm still drawing a blank on Lebowski on that. You're gonna have to get me closer than that. I'm sorry. Leslie's here. Hey, handsome. It's been a while since we've talked. You're looking especially good tonight. Well, Leslie, thank you for noticing. I did this for you. I was just waiting for you. Now that you've said that, we can turn off the program. We can all go home. Leslie told me I was handsome. Oh, Mrs. Fort Watton, member for 6 months. Someone said no one born after 95 is any good. I replied, both my sons are younger than that. Oh, and then he went sideways. Yeah, just kick him out. Just out. Be done with that shit. All right, so where are we here? I had more stuff to say, and I just keep getting interrupted. So I'm going to go back over here. And where was it? It was in Jones. It's a guy right here. And there was stuff. And why isn't it scrolling for me? Scroll. Studio, we got that one. Oh, we also have, what day is Moderation Appreciation Day? Someone can tell me because I don't remember. No, 18th. February 18th is Moderator Appreciation Day. We're going to tell a bunch of stories about the moderators. We're going to tell you the behind-the-scenes stuff. I know you think they're all wonderful, but they're not. They're not. They're a couple of them are more horrible than you can possibly imagine. We will expose them for the crafty sons of bitches they are, and we'll have an appreciation day, and you guys can all say nice things about them if you choose to. That's one. What else was there in there? Down to the shore is your first place. It's that appreciation day. Yeah, I think we got all that covered. Oh, I guess I got through all my stuff a lot faster than I thought. All right. Hang on one second. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Good to go. All right. Mrs. Ford Watton, thank you guys. What a great family. Mrs. Ford, did you expect anything less from all of us? You literally have an army of people that would drive to that dude's house and light his mailbox on fire. And you got to know that. And it's a real thing. Carl Girard, $4.99. Love for Mrs. Ford. Yes, everyone in there should tip your hat to Mrs. Ford. If there's anyone who deserves it in the fan base, it is her. She is absolutely wonderful. She's been a loyal and faithful part of our family here and part of this program for a long time. And you have to treat her with respect because she knows all of the dirty secrets from everybody. And if you think you're worried because she knows where the bodies are buried, she put most of them there. So it's just like the mafia. You can't get out and you always got to be respectful. Oh, I tell you, the things we learn. All right. I haven't even got to my notes. I wrote notes. I'm not kidding. Yeah, that was a tough one to admit for me. I think I failed my daughters. I caught one of my daughters watching a soap opera today. I didn't think they even made soap operas anymore. My mother boomers watch soap operas. She was watching a soap opera, and she tried to tell me it wasn't a soap opera, but it was. What is that stupid show? God, does anybody know what she was watching today? Gossip Girls. Now, I didn't catch any of it except out of my corner of my ear, and it sounded like a soap opera. So I asked, she goes, no, it's just an ongoing, continuous television program. I go, that's a soap opera. She goes, what's a soap opera? I go, what you're fucking watching right now? It's a soap opera. You know, I'm saying this and I'm making fun of it. And my sister-in-law is probably on here going, what's wrong with Days of Our Lives? I've been watching it my whole life. What's wrong with that? Not that she sounds that way, but in my head, that's the voice I'm giving her. And it just, the soap operas, how can people watch? They are not that interesting. And why on earth do soap operas hold the frame on a person for so long? Bum, bum, bum. And the camera just sits there for 9 full seconds, and then it fades to a commercial about Snickers. What does it do that for? What is the purpose of, they don't do that in movies. They didn't do that anywhere else, but on soap operas, it's like every single soap opera episode has 12 moments an hour that are so dramatic, so compelling, that the camera's got to stay there way longer than it should. Sorry. I'm sorry. It just pisses me off. I'm telling you. All right. Don't. Just so saying, couldn't help. And or is it here? Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I had a picture in there. How did I miss that one? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, I know none of the staff has a link to this, even though I warned them, you're going to need a link. Beyond the Humidor is a podcast that I was part of a few days back. I don't know when it'll air, probably any minute, because they put something out every week. But they haven't put this one up yet, unless it dropped today. If it went up today, then you'll see it. But it was long. It was like 90 minutes. Had a good time. There was 3 of them. There was 1 of me. I was completely outnumbered. I couldn't go man-to-man. I had to run a zone defense. But I knew when to attack with an aerial assault till I penetrated the end zone, scored the touchdown. I felt like I walked away victorious, but you guys will have to judge for yourself. Now, I know most of you don't like podcasts. Most of you don't even listen to our podcast. And it's with Gen X Mom does most of the talking, and you still don't listen to it. Yeah. So if you weren't aware, there is a podcast out there with Gen X Mom talking and beating the shit out of me. That's really all she did last week was kick the shit out of me, which you think would make it very entertaining for you fine folks, but nobody listens. So you're really not going to listen to this one, but there are a few of you. Two Bear is one of them. Two Bear will go check out anything that I'm part of, and he'll critique it and he'll come back and go, yeah, that was pretty good, Jen, we'll do that one again. Or he'll call me and go, dude, do not go on their podcast again. It was horrible. And I don't know from my point of view, I don't know. But when he watches it as a listener, from a consumer point of view, if you will, I get some good feedback from Tuber. So Tuber, I guess I'm only posting this for you, and if someone finds a link, then it's for you. But that's why it was up there. I knew I forgot something, and they were gracious enough to have me. I think I'll probably never be back on there. How many times can you have me on and lower your ratings? If your ratings plummet, don't have that guy on again. It becomes a rule. Becomes the Gen X rule. Don't have that guy back again. He just lowers the ratings every time he's on. All right. Susan, you are in excellent form tonight. Great stream. Thank you. You guys know, here's something. If you guys want some inside information, and I know some of you know this already. Right before, we have a staff thread in Telegram. We talk to each other off and on all the time, silliness, but we also conduct business in there for Gen X Talks. And right before the show, in the last 15 minutes, everybody says tits up, because that Gen X mom came up with that with, what was the show we got that from? Marvelous Mrs. There's your microphone's back on. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and she said on the show, tits up is what you say. You don't say break a leg before the show begins. In their comedy routine, they say tits up. So we stole that, and we use that as staff. I noticed some of you, when you log into the live stream, when it's first beginning, some of you say tits up, which is inside information that you guys are part of. When you say that, we as staff, we all know who's cool like that because you're saying it. We dig that. It's really cool. I'll go ahead. I'm sorry.
We got a $5 PayPal from Sammy Joe.
Because she loves me.
It says, does that day include appreciation for a certain Twitch moderator? Also, wink, wink.
Wow. Yes. So Sammy Joe is a Twitch moderator. She just takes care of that one thing because she's very much part of the gaming community for the kid, for Gen X Talks Gaming, and him and Trippy and Ashley, they do the gaming stuff. And she's the only person that I know of that moderates Twitch, because there's only 2 people that watch on Twitch. So she moderates the 2 people that watch the kid on Twitch. But it's funny, she's like, well, does staff appreciation include me? I do moderate Twitch. And Gen Z kids over here across from me, he goes, no. Just straight face tilt. No, I don't think so. Next. What else we got? Oh, anyway. Low Torque, you've been instructed to drink more because you're still beating the kid at chess. And yes, he is playing chess online on chess.com. For those of you who want to play him on chess, send him an email. You know, he loves playing people on chess. Apparently, he loves losing, because that's all he's doing lately is losing.
I'm really good at that part.
Misi Bloke, are you aware that there's a scammer pretending to be you? Well, sort of. I wasn't even going to bring this up, but yeah, we know that there's where is it? I think I got it on here somewhere. Hang on, if I can find it real quick. We know that there's someone. It's a bot. It's a robot. Yeah, is this right here? This is not us. It comes up as write me on Telegram. You've won a prize. The staff is cleaning up these threads as fast as they can. I'm constantly getting reports from Two Bear, hearing stuff from Josh Maddox, and I know the other staff is doing it too. They race through things and they block this from the channel, but it's a computer-generated gig. YouTube is aware of it. Google is aware of it, but they're trying to work on. You can't set this up in spam until you have a fake channel. So Google and YouTube are working on a way to not allow what I call robots, what you guys call artificial intelligence, to create a YouTube channel and then start spamming with all this stuff. Because right now there's no people that sit there doing this. This is all an algorithm on the bad side of things. So if you guys see anything from this, ignore it, delete it, block it from your end, whatever you can do. They're trying desperately to get a hold of the situation. Yes, we are aware of it, and it's a pain in the ass, but we do clean them up and we do block them as fast as we see them. That's all I can tell you. They're not really impersonating us as much as it is. They're just an algorithm trying to steal your guys' stuff. Yes, they're trying to use our name, but if you notice, they're not Gen X Talks. They're some weird, follow me on Telegram, write me on Telegram. That's not us.
Trippy had a great one. Report them if they see it.
Oh, Trippy says report them. Trippy said if you see that, there is a way to click and report. Please do that. That helps us. The staff is really overworked with trying to follow these assholes around and clean up, but they're doing a great job, because when I go through the comment section, if I've got there ahead of them, there's hundreds of them. If I get there right after, they're all cleaned up. So they're doing it. They're doing a great job of it. Just so you guys know, they're putting out fires left and right. This is another one for staff appreciation, just so you guys know. Anyway, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. What's that, kid?
Thanks, staff.
Yeah, you can thank staff on your own time. This is my show. You get your show tomorrow. All right, so let's see where I was at. Did I have any more on my notes? I had more lies. Did I tell all my lies? I couldn't have done that. I might have done that. And yeah, So tomorrow, just so you guys know, February 1st is YouTube's all of their new reworks on how their shorts work, especially in the financial part of it, starts tomorrow. And what that means is, just so you guys know, there's no real way to make a bunch of money on YouTube when you post shorts and like reels, those 1-minute videos. And why is because they just put it into a group, and at the end of the month, they had what's called a bonus program. We feel you've done pretty well with all of your shorts, and we're going to offer you some money. It's always $300 or $400 for the whole month. Well, other channels like Facebook were kicking YouTube's ass, like offering quite a bit of money for views. So YouTube is having to follow suit, and they're tomorrow starts their new way of paying people per video, by view. We do not know what the matrix is on that. They won't tell you, but they're telling you you're going to get more money. Don't worry, we're competing with Facebook now and Instagram. Go ahead and put your stuff on our channel, and we'll take care of you. None of us have any idea what that looks like yet. Everybody signed up for it, but we're going to continue being us the same way we always did. We're not really changing anything, and we'll see where it ends up. At the end of the month, I'll tell you that we've been getting $300 to $400 forever, and I'll let you know if it's any higher than that. But being that he's not putting out those shorts for money, being that he's putting it out there to irritate the shit out of me, I think his job security is well intact. Kids. PayPal, Sammy Joe, $5. The post clearly says moderator appreciation. Well, that's true. Sammy Joe, it does say moderator. You are a moderator. I guess we got to put you up there. That does say moderator appreciation. It doesn't say staff. Okay. Mad Jeeper, North Hollywood, $1.01. Thank you very much for throwing that in there. What's another one in here? She's typing really slow. PayPal. Kyle Booth, if you like to hunt at tall, touch base with me. We've got, boy, she can't copy and paste. She got to type it all out. $5 in PayPal from Kyle Booth. If you like to hunt at all, touch base with me. We've got some really cool air gun hunting coming up. You would fit in. And now, wait a minute. Air gun hunting, is that like tag? Because you just want me there as a big fat target. I'm not playing that game. Last time somebody sent me to paintball, I came home looking like I had a tie-dye shirt on. No way. Not doing that again. Kyle, I'll check that out. Email me, genxdad@genxtalks.com. Listen, you guys, it is an hour and 40 in. I'm running out of breath a little bit. The street lights just came on. Yeah, I know. It's time to go home. You guys know what that means. I got to get out of here. Now, I would promote Discord, but I told the kid, you have to change your intro. It's confusing. He's like, yeah, I got to do it. It's been 3 days. He ain't done it yet. If he keeps it up, we're just going to have to pull the whole Discord server down until he gets his head out of his ass and fixes it. He knows it's a problem, and he hasn't done it yet. So, letting you guys know, yes, you can go to Discord. It is different than it was. It's a little bit more confusing, but the streamline that you're gaining from that is supposed to be quite impressive. I'm not super happy with it yet, but I'm not going to give up on it. If it goes 3 or 4 weeks and it's still not working like it's supposed to, if the changes that they're making, they'll change it back. But they got to give it a chance. You guys got to give it a chance. Give it some time. Let's see where this flushes out. They will be tweaking things as they go along in Discord. Now, with that being said, Discord is just a bunch of chat rooms. That's all it is. You just log in for free and you talk about stuff. There's a room to talk about guns and knives. There's a room to talk about politics. There's a room to talk about food. And it fills up with these great, wonderful conversations. That's the part of Discord that I like. I like going in there. It's where we hang out between live streams. So they'll put up the link for you. You can try out Discord. If you get confused, find Lionheart, find Trippy. They're in there. They'll walk you through it. Once you get through the initial part of it, everybody seems to be happy with it after they get through the couple of steps you got to take now. But like I said, they're doing this genuinely for your benefit. They're trying something new for everybody. So if it works, then we're super happy, but we got to give it a shot. So hang out in Discord. I'll be there when I can. I don't know if I'll be there tonight. If I catch my breath and Gen X Mom makes me go there, then I'll go there. Then we can all hang out in Discord. There's some video rooms that I go to and I sit here just like this, but I listen. We get to all talk. It's not just me blowing smoke up everyone's ass. You you guys get to return the favor, and I'm a big fan of that. So listen, like I said, the street lights are on. I got to go. I'm not sure where you were listening from or watching from around the planet. If you're on AM, FM, Sirius XM, or maybe you're on the Armed Service Radio Network, I don't know. But wherever you're listening and watching from, thank you from the bottom of our hearts at Gen X Talks. And I promise you, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later.